How do park factors affect baseball defensive runs saved, doctors? Have you ever wondered how the unique characteristics of a baseball park can shape a player's defensive performance? Let's break down how park factors influence defensive runs saved, often referred to as doctors, and what that means for players on the field. Defensive runs saved measures how many runs a player saves or costs their team compared to others at the same position. This metric is based on the defensive plays made or missed by a player. However, the context of where these plays occur is vital. The dimensions and features of a ballpark can significantly impact how we interpret a player's doctors. For instance, parks with larger outfields or unusual shapes can create more opportunities for fielders to make challenging plays. When an outfielder has to cover more ground, it can lead to higher doctors if they successfully make those catches. On the other hand, in smaller parks, the range needed for defensive plays might be less, which could lower the chances of accumulating defensive runs saved. Moreover, different parks can affect the types of batted balls that come into play. Some parks might see more home runs, while others might yield more doubles. This variation can change the run environment and how defensive plays are evaluated. If a ballpark suppresses home runs but allows more doubles, the defensive challenges shift. Players may need to focus more on preventing extra base hits rather than just long balls. Analysts take these park factors into account when evaluating doctors. By adjusting for the unique characteristics of each stadium, they can make fair comparisons between players who compete in different environments. This adjustment is essential to isolate a player's true defensive abilities from the effects of the ballpark. Without considering these factors, a player's doctors could be misleading, either inflated or deflated based solely on the playing conditions. When looking at baseball statistics from both the past and present, understanding park factors is crucial. Ballparks have evolved over time, and some historical parks had very different dimensions compared to modern ones. This means that raw doctors' numbers requiring context about the park to accurately assess a player's defensive contributions relative to their peers. In summary, park factors play a significant role in shaping defensive runs saved by influencing the difficulty and frequency of defensive plays, the overall run environment, and the types of batted balls that players encounter. Adjusting for these factors is necessary for accurate measurements and comparisons of defensive performance across players, teams, and eras.